Welcome to the house Roethlisberger built, Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. So the Redhawks offense will get the football first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. Won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To throw, it's Wilkins. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's cracked. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
That was all Almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The short hands, it's Webb. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Guys, we'll see what this offense can get done this time. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll toss it to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Redhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Wilkins. Pulls it in, it's Webb. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big-time. Big-time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He's loose on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Redhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And This offense gets another passing touchdown. And tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap and time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Looking for the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He hung in there as long as he could, and it paid off.
What toughness. I mean, QB just hanging there, knowing you're going to get hit, but still throwing a strike down the field. Offensive linemen are going to love that guy.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Temple. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Red Hawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Hubs it downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Webb. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
A first down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the right, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Red Hawks send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked up. Not the second half start they hoped for.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Redhawks want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they're after him! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Wilkins. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
28, Miami, Ohio, 10.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. The Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He leaves it with his back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Right on the money. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Under fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clements. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Flying down the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Redhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. To the air. It's Hodges. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Handoff from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Webb. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. After run, now throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Hodges. Unloads it left. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Red Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hodges. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Avery. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
At the 49-yard line.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.